my name is Teresa. I am the owner of a small business called Seasons Best by Risa. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Y'all, I have been totally slacking with filming, you guys. I don't think I filmed last week. I think I filmed once, and that was like half a video. And this week I'm trying to play catch up. So I'm trying to catch up on my filming. Like, I filmed 3 days back to back. So I filmed Sunday, Monday, today's Tuesday. So yeah, you guys, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Okay, besties, so as the title states, your girl is back doing a sit down video because I have a Q&A video for you guys today. So a couple of weeks ago, I posted a community post and I asked you guys for questions because I was planning on doing a sit down video. And so I have a couple questions here. So today I'm gonna go through them and answer those questions for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so if you see that I'm looking down, I am looking down on my phone because the questions are on my phone. So yeah, so the first question is, how do you price your products? Okay, so that's actually a really good question, and funny story, but I do not have a method that I use to price my products. It's very sad, I know. A lot of other YouTubers that I see or that I watch, they have like formulas that they use to price their products. I do not. I price my products based on how much I believe that they're worth and in comparison to the current market. So for example, like my sweatshirts, I will look at the market, and if I see sweatshirts going for $30, I will take that into consideration, but I will also put in there or try to go through and look at my time that I spent, look at the material costs, and also look at how much money I'm gonna be able to pay myself. And then I take all of that into consideration before I price my items. Now, I do try to make my items as, you know, reasonably priced as possible, because that's one of the goals that I had for my business when I started. I didn't want my prices to be ridiculously high, especially with like the time that we're living in. I wanted my items to be affordable and well accessible. So that's definitely something that I keep in mind as well. And I know it's different for a lot of people because I do have a full-time job. So this is not like what I depend on solely. So you have to take that into consideration, whether this is your full-time job or whether this is, you know, part-time for you, whether you need to pay certain bills. So all of that goes into account. But for me, I look at the market, I look at materials cost, I look at the time that I spent, and I look at how much money I will be okay with making profit-wise. And that's just how I price my items. There's no like method to it. There's no formula that I use. There are formulas that you can find online on YouTube, but me personally, I don't use a formula. I just go with my gut, and whatever I'm comfortable being paid, that's the price point that I use. But I do try to make sure that my prices are competitive, but they're also not like driving down the market. So I don't try to price my items too low, but again, I don't try to price them too high either. So I hope that makes sense. I don't have like a formula for you guys so that you guys could use. I just go with my gut, that's it, and I look at the market. The next question is, how do you mount your pegboard to your table when you're at a craft fair? So my pegboard that I use, I actually got that from IKEA. It is an IKEA pegboard, and it actually comes with the attachments for the table. So it doesn't come with like the hooks, but it comes with the pegboard, and it comes with the attachments that you screw onto the pegboard, and then you screw it onto the table. I actually don't remember the name of it, but I will put it on the screen for you. But that's what it is. I don't do anything special. I bought it like that. I didn't want to make anything. Well, I would like to make something, but I didn't have time to make anything. So I was lucky. I just found that. I didn't even know IKEA sold it. I don't even know how I stumbled upon it, but I did. So that's what it is. I just bought it, and it comes like that and allows you to attach it to the table. I do want to say though, I've heard that it doesn't work for every table. The size of your table has to have like a little ridge going under so that the hooks on the pegboard can like connect to the table. I've heard some people say it doesn't work for every table, so luckily it works for mine, but that is something to consider as well. But I will put the name on the screen for you. Okay, you guys, so the next question is, how do you market your products? So this one is easy, you guys. I market my products on social media and only social media. I'm actually like pretty bad at marketing. Like the fact that I only use social media, in my opinion, is pretty bad, because I should like market like outside of social media by handing out like my business cards and such. But if we're being honest, I don't do that. I post on social media, I market on my YouTube. Like me posting YouTube videos, that's me marketing, because if you're seeing me make something, you might see me make something that you like, you might want to purchase. I post a lot of videos on my Instagram, on my TikTok. That's pretty much it. For wholesale, I don't do a really good job marketing wholesale. Wholesale, I just let the platform do that, and that is fair. But in regards to marketing, that's how I market. I market on social media. I do sales, I do videos, I do day in the life behind the scenes, because that way it allows you to connect more to the customers. They feel more connected to you, and it also shows them. So instead of you just holding up your products and showing them, this is what I have, this is what I sell, you could show them something else that's interesting. Show them behind the scenes. Show them what you're making. That way they can see what you're making. They can see the products that you have. And they can also watch like an interesting video that they're not like, next, this is the infomercial, next. You know? So that is how I market. I try to make like entertaining, trending videos, and I post them on social media. So Marie, she said, hey girl, hey. So hey Marie, hey. So she said, I know you just started wholesaling. I'd love to hear a bit about that. How did you market yourself for wholesale? Girl, I do not. I think I just said this in like my last question. I do not market myself for wholesale. Like Fair does it all. I don't even know where to begin with marketing myself for wholesale. Honestly, I was lucky enough to get accepted onto the Fair platform, and it took about 2 months for me to get my first order. And just recently I got my second order for wholesale. I don't market myself at all. That was just the Fair platform, honestly. But I will say though, if you are able to get into like a wholesaling program or platform like Fair, I will say one tip that I have is utilize whatever they have to offer. Any specials that they're telling you, like free shipping, you should offer free shipping. Any specials that they're funding, let me put it that way. Any specials that they're funding, any new programs, utilize that, sign up for it, because those platforms, they like when you're active, they like when you sign up for their new programs. So that's what I did. I went in there and I pretty much just signed up for everything that they were offering, and I made sure that my listings were updated, my photos were looking good, and then I just left it alone, and the platform did its thing, and I got my first order. So I don't really market for wholesale. I just leave it up to the platform. I honestly don't even know where to begin when it comes to marketing for wholesale. Okay, so the next question is, how do you market your items before a launch? How much of each item do you make? So I am terrible at marketing my items before launches, and honestly I don't believe like marketing, like doing like a whole marketing campaign before a launch if you don't have a huge following, because the percentage of people that's gonna buy, it's not gonna be that large, especially if you don't have a huge following. I won't say, oh, spend a week and market your product before launching. For me, I will launch whatever product I feel like launching whatever day. And usually what I do is, if I have a new product that I just made, and I have photos of it or videos of it, I'll like post the videos a couple days before, just to like build some anticipation, just to showcase the item. And then I post it. Like I'll probably post one photo about the item or one video, and that's because I make so many items, like especially stickers. Right now, my best-selling items are stickers. I make so many stickers. I'm constantly trying to make stickers, because Etsy likes the more products that you're selling, the more listings that you have. Etsy loves that. So I'm constantly making new stickers, and I'm not going to like flood my social media with just photos of stickers or videos. So sometimes I'll do like a huge recording of all the stickers that I have at that moment, and I'll post it. But besides that, I usually just post whatever items that I have, post the listings on my platforms, and I let the platforms do a lot of the work for me. I do want to also be transparent and let you guys know that right now I am on Etsy mostly, and I just want to let you guys know that I do use Etsy ads, Etsy marketing. I pay for ads. I do $2 a day. So outside of like me just posting on my social media, I also do Etsy ads. So that also helps to push my products out, and Etsy will market your products for you. So I know a lot of people say that, you don't need ads to, be successful, which is true, you don't, but it doesn't hurt. I do a $2 a day ad, and I don't really feel it because I typically make that money back in a day or more. So to me, it's just something that I do and I don't even think about, and it comes right out of the sales that you get, so you don't even see it. So that's what I do, and yeah, I don't really spend a lot of time focusing on launches, because the time that I could be spent making stickers, posting my listings, I'd have to be planning launches, and I really don't have that huge of a following on Instagram, so right now it's not necessary for me, so I don't really do like a huge campaign or anything before my launches. So the next question, it was a 2-in-1. It said, how do you price your items and what size t-shirts do you take to markets? So since I've already answered the how do you price your items part, I'm going to do the second half, which is what size t-shirts do you take to markets? So it depends. So at the start of this market season, I made a ton of different t-shirts in a ton of different designs. I think I had like 30 t-shirts and maybe 7 or 8 designs, I want to say. So for those, I brought one of each size, and I offer 4 sizes right now. So right now I offer small, medium, large, and extra large. So because I had all these different designs, these different colors, I just chose to bring one of each size. However, if you are doing t-shirts, for example, and you only have 2 or 3 designs, which honestly, I do, just to backtrack a little bit, I don't think that you need like a ton of designs when you're just starting off doing markets. I feel like 3, maybe even 4 really good designs is all you need. So if that's what you have, 2 or 3 or 4 different designs, I would definitely recommend you bringing 2 of each size of, the size that you carry. So for me, I carry 4 sizes, so that would be 8 of each designs. That's what I would recommend. But because I had so many different designs, I think I had 7 or 8 designs. I had a ton of designs. So having to bring 2 of each sizes of each design, it would have been crazy. So I just did 1 of each size of each design, if that makes sense. Okay, so Rhonda asks, hey girly, hey Rhonda. I'm gonna put her question on the screen, but she said, how do you put multiple items that are the same on your website? Do you use the same details in just changing the color or the size? So you gave me an example like my bookmarks. So for my bookmarks, I do the listings as a group. So whatever for my description, I put in my description a description of the group of items. So what am I selling? I'm selling a group of Christian bookmarks. So I try to, what makes it easier for me is like the bookmarks that you mentioned in the question. So I made sure that all the bookmarks in that listing were of the same theme. So they were either like bookish theme or Christian theme. So it made it easy to just do a description about Christian bookmarks, for our faith-based bookmarks for Christian girlies. So that's how I did the description. I made sure that the items are like similar themed or like similar products. And I just did like a pretty broad description of the items. Now, when it comes to like selling those items separately after you've like grouped the listings together, so I went under and I added like different options. So it gives you the option to choose like, how you do a sizing or color. So instead of doing size or color, I just did style, and I named each bookmark. So I don't know, let's just say ticket bookmark, and then let's just say teddy bear bookmark. I named each bookmark, but I put them under like style so that the person could select the ticket bookmark or the teddy bear bookmark. Or I did like a separate option that said like the whole group or the bundle of 4. So if the person didn't want like an individual bookmark, they could select the bundle. And then again, you have to make sure that you price them accordingly. If one bookmark is $4, make sure that the bundle is not $4, okay? Because that happened to me. I forgot to change one of my bundles, and somebody, purchased the bundle for $4, and I had to send it to them because that's what I had. So just make sure your pricing is accurate. Make sure that the names of the items are accurate and your customers know what they're purchasing. But I hope that's clear. It's a little bit hard to picture if I'm not showing it to you guys on my computer, but that is how I do it. I try to group all the same similar themed items together. For example, like all of my Christian bookmarks, and then for options I would do style, and then for each of the styles I would do like the name of the bookmark and then a bundle, and I put the price, and then that's it. So Rhonda, you also asked, what is the hardest thing to me about running a business? So this is like twofold. So the hardest thing for me in regards to running a business is a little bit different from what I think the hardest thing running a business is in general. So for me, the hardest part about running a business is time. I don't have time to do what I want to do. I don't have as much time. Like, I work full time. I have a son. My mom is here. You know, I have other priorities. I recently picked up reading. So for me, the hardest part about running my business is figuring out balancing my time and trying to put more time into my business, or not putting too much time into my business and doing things for me. So I have a really hard time finding that balance. Like I told you guys, last week was the first week that I did not post a vlog since I started my business, and that is what I think it's going on 10 months now, 9-10 months, and that's the first week that I did not post a video because it's catching up to me. I don't have enough time. I have other responsibilities. So for me, that is the hardest part for me about running a business. However, I feel like one of the hardest parts about running a business in general is having to persevere and push through, because everyone knows that when you start a business, it's never like, well, not never, it's seldom instant, you know. It seldomly blows up like as soon as you start. You have to keep going, you have to persevere, you have to push through, like not getting views, not getting sales. You have to get up every day and, you know, see that your videos that you worked like an hour or two on didn't get any sales, but you still have to get up and make another video and push through and make the products. And it's hard, especially when you see other small businesses, you know, making those sales, getting those views, getting those interactions that you want. So it's hard to be on the other side and not be able to get the success like right at the door. So for me, I just think that's the hardest part about a business, having to push through and finding the perseverance to push through and continue every day, you know, in the beginning, especially when you're starting off and you're new and you're not really getting the sales, you're not getting any interaction. So I think that's the hardest part about running a business. But for me right now, the hardest part for me is finding balance with my responsibilities and my hobbies and my interests, and also my business. Okay, so the very last question, this one was on my Instagram, and someone said, what made you start? So I started my business, I don't know how to say this, but I started my business out of fear, which it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm a single mom. I had just started a job in the tech industry, and I started around a time where a ton of people were getting laid off, and I was actually terrified of what would happen if I got laid off from my job, because I didn't have any experience. Even now, I'm coming up on like 1 year, like 11 months at my job, so I'll be like in 1 to 2 months, I'll have like a year experience. But even now, I really don't have that much experience. So when I started, like, I was just worried what's going to happen to me and my son, you know, if I don't have a backup plan, if I lose my job, if I get laid off. So it was a lot of ifs, and I wanted a way to get rid of some of those ifs. And so I decided I need to have something for myself. What if I get laid off? What do I have? So I decided to start my business because, you know, I was afraid. I was afraid of what might happen, and I needed a backup. I needed to feel like I was in control of my life. I needed to feel like I wasn't just sitting down and hoping that the next day I went to work, I had my job. So that's really the reason I started my business. And for me, that is the best reason that I could have ever had, because every day that I felt like, oh, I don't want to film, or I want to give up, or I'm not getting views, like each day that I felt like that, I knew even more that I had to keep pushing, that I had to film, that I had to get, that I had to make this item, that I had to use my lunch break to film this video, because I knew the reason why I started, and I knew like I couldn't just stop. Like, this is something that I had to do. So yeah, that's why I started my business, and I don't even know how long it's been. How long has it been? Y'all, it's been 9 months since I started my business, and wow, like, it's been a crazy ride, and I can't believe what 9 months difference can make. So this is just it's just amazing, like, to think back that I started this business last year in October, just not even knowing where I'd be this year. So it's crazy, like, it's mind-blowing. But all right, besties, that is all the questions that I had from my Q&A. Let me know if you guys want me to do another one, and if you guys do want me to do another one, leave all those questions on this video, and then I'll think about doing another one soon, maybe in a month or so. But yeah, you guys, that's everything that I had to say, and yeah, y'all know the drill. Please do not forget to like this video, comment something nice down below. If you're not already subscribed to me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, okay? Do it. Do it. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Peace out. Bye.